I'm going to go into the other section here for this figures talk. And they also announced the SANDTROOPER Sergeant and Dewback from Star Wars Episode 4, the original, A New Hope. So they announced this. And what are your thoughts on this, Matthew? Because I don't know if you've seen this before.
May I first ask, how much is it?
This one right here?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get into that in a bit. But just in general, what are your thoughts on this?
Usually I'm not a fan of these kind of hot toys where it's like no-name character with some random animal, which I've seen a lot in Star Wars. Because I don't, especially at this price range, I think it's too expensive where the average or even like the above average consumer would like spend that much on something like this.
A SANDTROOPER Sergeant and Dewback. So this is the they sell it separately, right? You can either buy it together or separately. So they have this Sergeant Trooper or SANDTROOPER from Star Wars, the original. And then they have the Dewback by itself. So going back here, so we have the SANDTROOPER here by itself, the Dewback by himself, and then they have the set. Now the set comes with one trooper and one Dewback, not two. Another picture showing two, but it's one, and then one Dewback. Now when it comes to the price, because I know you mentioned this, Matthew. So here's the price. Now this is on Sideshow. Like I said, I always refer to Sideshow because it's the ones that I rely on. So if you just want the SANDTROOPER by itself, just one, and like I said, it shows two, but just one is $255. Expected to ship to July to December of 2024. Then they have this Dewback, and the price for that. Now there's two different prices for this because we have the $455, which again is expected to ship between July and December of 2024. $455, but they also have this right here. This is just the Dewback by itself, $485. This is the deluxe Dewback. Now the difference is, I think you can interchange the leg, one of the legs, and the mouth. So the one that you see with the closed mouth, I guess that's an option that you can have. And then the leg, one of them you see is standing and the other one is like lifting the leg a little bit. So that's the difference, that you can have, I guess, both legs and then both mouths for $485. But if you want both the Dewback and the SANDTROOPER, one SANDTROOPER, it's $700. Expected to ship between July and December of 2024. So your thoughts on this, Matthew? Will you pay $700 for a trooper and Dewback?
Hell no.
How about just a individual SANDTROOPER for $255?
Still probably no.
Even though he looks like there's a bunch of like dust or like sand, like he looks like he's been out in the storms, and the sandstorms, I should say, of Tatooine. Things like that.
Nope. I like $255. There's like so many other hot toys you could buy for that price.
And this is kind of like considered like to be kind of like a vehicle, the Dewback, because it's like the price of a vehicle. I'm sure it's huge, so it's like a vehicle. It's like getting a Batmobile or the what do you call it, the DeLorean or whatever from Back to the Future. So it is kind of like a vehicle. So we have that. Now here's the image of what it comes with. Again, the SANDTROOPER Sergeant and Dewback. And I know a lot of people are excited about this, especially some of the older collectors, that grew up in the 80s and stuff like that, are really enjoying this. I mean, this will look cool. The Stormtroopers or the SANDTROOPers and the Dewback, I mean, I'm not going to get this because, like you said, Matthew, I would rather get something else for this kind of money, $700. I do want a Stormtrooper of some sorts eventually, but not necessarily this one at $255, because there's a shitload of Stormtroopers versions, within the Star Wars universe, and 6 scale hot toys and whatnot. So I won't be getting this, but that's the latest news when it comes to that. And then the other thing here is they did announce Black Panther Actually, the release. So this is not an announcement; it's an actual release. So this one was already announced. I don't know how long ago, but it's available for release now. So it's about to be shipped to the people who pre-ordered him. So this is Black Panther, and I'm not sure if this is. It looks like it might be from based on the logo. It looks like it's from the movie, from the first film. But then I heard that there's some stuff, accessories in this, that is actually from Civil War. I don't really have that many Marvel characters or that I've pre-ordered or that I really have. Black Panther is not one that I would necessarily get. And yeah, it says the Black Panther looks like it's from the first movie. It's a 6-scale collectible figure, and it's in the picture. There's him on the throne, T'Challa. And then he's wearing the outfits. He's wearing the mask for this one. Apparently, this one was not actually. Some of the other figures of Black Panther, from my understanding, didn't have this. Didn't have the mask, or like this version of the mask that you see right here in this image. But how about the likeness? Do you like? Does it look like Chadwick Boseman to you?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it does a good job.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I know some people were complaining about the likeness. I don't think it's bad, actually. I think it does kind of look like Chadwick Boseman.
What I'm noticing is that is the Civil War suit, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what it is. Maybe the suit is from Civil War and not Black Panther, the original movie. Because I think there's another figure that came out a while ago. But I'm not 100% sure. But
I do prefer the Civil War suit over the first movie suits.
So you prefer this one right here?
Yes.
Not necessarily that you're going to get it, but
no.
You would prefer if you were going to get a Black Panther one. This is the one that you would get. Okay. And then it has like the ceremonial shield or whatever. So I think the other ones didn't have that, but this one does. So yeah, so this one's been released. And I don't know when they announced it. I don't know how long they took, but it's going to be released. People who already pre-ordered it is about to get to their homes.